This podcast is in honour of Georgina Mary Clark, my mother, who died in 2010, and for Janine Georgina Don, my sister, who died in 2012. Welcome to Soulful Thoughts from New Zealand. This is Meghan Don. For me, this month, it is a time of celebration. We do not get to celebrate much these days, which is disheartening and quite frankly dangerous for the human spirit. So please join me and remember that tingle of soul excitement, that outward gaze of freedom, that joy of the heart. We cannot lose that at any cost. So today, after what has been a very long process and one fraught with many delays, I am delighted to tell you that my new book, Presence, Bringing the Soul into Dying and Grieving, a memoir and guide, is finally available. See the links below to order the paperback, ebook, or audiobook. I also have a virtual masterclass based on the book coming up on June 24th at the Sophia Institute and a virtual book launch on June the 11th. See the links below. I would love for you to participate and celebrate with me. It can be a long and sometimes frustrating road publishing a book. And as another delay came in, I was at the studio recording the audiobook. My frustrations spilled over into tears. The wonderful recording engineer came and held me and let me cry. And she said, "This is a very important book, and it will help many. Keep going. You are almost there." I wonder if those words are somehow indicative of where we all are in the world right now. The work each of us is doing is important. Keep going. We are almost there. May it be so. I would like to read you an excerpt from the book Presence. It includes a personal story, a guided meditation, and a soul reflection. So sit back, breathe, and enjoy. It is called Freeing the Life Force. And it describes my sister and I being with my mother immediately after her dying. "I will get the others," I said to my sister. She laid her hand on my arm and said, "Not yet. Do your thing first." I hesitated, but realized the wisdom in her words. Helping to free my mother's soul was not something to be done amidst family members coming and going and phone calls being made to doctors and funeral homes. I stood at my mother's feet and grounded myself in prayer, asking for assistance from the other realms. While living in Arizona some years previously, I had a Native American elder as my otherworld guide. There was a great love between us. I called him grandfather. It was he who answered the call to help. When working with the dead in this way, all manner of things can happen as the portals to the other realms are open. To us, certain events may seem miraculous or even unbelievable, but in such circumstances, anything can happen. And so, I found myself holding an eagle feather in spirit form, moving it in rhythmic circles over my mother's body while chanting words I did not know. I had become the physical conduit for grandfather, and so I allowed and followed. There was a slow working up my mother's body with these feather circles, and I was aware that this action, along with the chants, was releasing my mother's life force from her body. My sister stood with one hand on my mother's shoulder. Her other arm and hand were extended into the heavens, and she was saying, "Go to the light, Mom, go to the light." She looked like a warrioress of the light, standing in her full strength, opening the way for my mum's soul to travel onward. After doing this for a while, she dropped her arm and said, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. You do it." I told her very firmly, "Keep going. You are helping." She took up her stance again. Doctors are mistaken. Death does not occur at that last exhale. It takes a little longer, generally 20 or 30 minutes. This is the time of the soul's unwinding from the body and of the life force beginning to remember itself without its physicality. Take the time after the last breath to assist your loved one. Do not make calls, not even to the necessary authorities. This is a time to bask in the calm and sacred silence that is almost always palpable at the moment of death. Everything else can wait. There is no urgency. So in the soul reflection that follows, there is gentle guidance on how to help your loved one at this time. But first, the meditation to help prepare you. Meditation. Focus on breathing into your heart. Let your breathing be slow and rhythmic. Now let that focus widen, so you are aware that you are breathing into and through your whole body. Gently let that focus expand. find a natural rhythm here. Drop deeper within. Into your soul presence. The one who knows. Just sit and breathe. Feel and listen. This is the one who will guide you when needed. Soul reflection. Be with your loved one. Don't call the authorities just yet. Plenty of time for that. Let your hand gently rest on their body still dying. The life force of their soul is unwinding. It is giving thanks to the body and the life it has lived. Join this gratitude in your own way. Help clear the pathway with your prayer. Here is one you may like. I thank the life force of your soul and body. May you unwind with ease. You can let go of the difficulties now and joyfully release the happy times. There is so much more where you are going. Don't be afraid. This is the time to untangle from your body, your energy, and life. I love you and wish you the most wonderful of journeys. Keep going. Set yourself free. In the book Presence, you will find much guidance through the personal stories, the meditations, and the soul reflections for yourself and for family, for death doulas and carers, for the one who is dying themselves. And we can also bring a lot of this guidance into our lives here and now, dying in this life. I give thanks for your support in listening to this podcast, in buying the book of your preferred reading or listening. And please, if you like it, rush to Amazon and give it a review. It helps us authors immensely. And if inspired, buy a few copies to have on hand for those in need. There are so many grieving and in need these days. Bless you and thank you. Hope to see you at one or both of the events coming up. Arhanui.